achieve high performance, as well as to be injury free, you want as strong a core as you can get. So that's something that many runners neglect, but the pros don't, and the best runners, they are always getting their core in consistently. Deep core and deep hips are the foundation of speed as well as injury prevention. So when you are running fast and trying to keep at a fast pace, it's about controlling that chaos, and that's really what the core does. Keeps your center of mass aligned, keeps your hips high, and keeps everything in the right motion. I would just recommend 10 minutes every day to start out with. You can do a lot more, but for most high school track athletes, they're almost getting no core in. And so I like starting out 10 minutes every single day. The core is interesting that it recovers pretty fast, so you can work it consistently. All right. Okay, we're gonna do taps. 1, 2, keep your hips stable. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, now up to push up position. Okay, right leg hip height, and down. Left leg hip height, down. Right arm shoulder height, down. Left arm shoulder height, down. Go to high plank, knee forward. Okay, inside, knee forward. Forward and back. Side plank. Right side plank. Top leg hip height. Down. Hip dips. And 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. Right leg hip height, down, hip dips, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, back to center plank. And down. That's 90 seconds. Okay, flip over to our tails. High boat, low boat, right arm up, left leg out, and up, opposite, out, Russian twist. Center, low boat. High boat. And alright, that's pretty good for boat. Okay, let's do the stabilizing leg lifts. Okay, so both legs up. Right leg up. Together. Left. Okay, straight legs. Okay, keep your hands on your thighs and straight leg sit-ups. And 1, touch your toes. Then we're gonna do kind of the mummy. Slow down, but keep your hands on your legs. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's do it on our bellies. pulse is. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Okay, twist the other hands to get the diver. And back. And diver. And back. And done.
Those aren't divers, McGyver. Those are McDivers.
McDivers? I learned to work my core from my sprint coach back in high school, Shauna Cox. She just taught us that we needed to be strong in our cores, and so that came from my personal coach as well as through subsequent research, through the years and working with athletes. It's just a necessity. It's not a part of the discussion anymore. It's if you want to be a good runner, you have to have a very, very strong core. And so it's just recommended for every athlete from the 100 dash, especially the short sprinters, but all the way to the marathon distance. A strong core is a necessity for you to be injury-free as well as perform at a high level.
Now, you've worked with Jane over many years, from her 7th grade year all the way up until now her senior year.
Correct.
And you've seen some of her progression just with core and the strength. A lot of people comment on her running form, that it looks very efficient.
Correct.
So tell me about her progression in particular. What's really helped her take it to the next level?
Yeah, she just adds all of the necessities to her training. So she's consistent. Number one, she's consistent in her sleep, she's consistent in her fueling, but also two, she gets a significant amount of core in consistently throughout the week. It's much more than 10 minutes, I'll tell you that. And then also too, she does a lot of deep hip strengthening exercises in her lifting. So part of her process is that core and hip stability and working from the foundational steps there and making sure that those fundamentals are sound so that when she goes on that big race day, she knows her body has her back because she's trained it. So
some young athletes want to get to the gym early, like even in their 7th, 8th grade year.
Yeah.
What do you recommend for young athletes?
Yeah, so there's lots of research out there, and I would encourage any parent that's wanting to look into it, to where there are risks and benefits associated with resistance training at a young athlete. Now, I believe that resistance training is good for young or prepubescent or pubescent athletes. Now the key is what kind of resistance is that? Is that heavy squats in the rack? No, it would be things like plyometrics, jumps, body weights, push-ups, pull-ups, things that aren't adding too much load to the athlete early, and so that you can still train the fundamentals, but without really getting them into the weight room until they're at a more higher maturity, as well as just psychologically. When we're in the weight room, we want to have immaculate form, and so that takes a level of focus and maturity to achieve that. And much of the time, you won't see that until they start getting a little bit older. But I believe resistance training is a fundamental for even young athletes, but we can adapt it to their development and age level that's appropriate to them.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you, McGyver Clark, American Heritage School coach, head coach now, and former coach of Timpview High School, but
Correct.
still working with Jane, Lily, and the Alpha Pack athletes. So thank you.
Yep, thank you.